edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
I'm one, right? 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. At that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Burrow on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now it's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. at their own 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On first down, Whitfield, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The Broncos at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run on first down. Whitfield. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. You could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the pass. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Burrow. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game is going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
11. Hey, 10.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Wilson will throw again. That complete to the former Bengal, C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, Wilson. Got an open man. It's Washington. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Wilson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wilson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
11 empty.
Now Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
11, pummel.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
11,
Throwing again, it's Burrow. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Daxton Hill in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
12. Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12, 11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity.